So, the iPhone 8 and 8 Plus are two phones that are still pretty likely to be seen being used out in public. But that begs the question, do those people that use these phones still enjoy them? Is the iPhone 8 or 8 Plus still worth purchasing and using in 2023? Well, that's what I'm going to discuss in this video. So just like any other review video that I make on my channel, I'll list the specs of the phone, compare those specs to the latest iPhone, give my opinion, and then it's up to you to decide what your opinion is on whether or not you think the iPhone 8 or 8 Plus is worth it in 2023. So now let's go ahead and get started. So let's start off by talking about the camera on the iPhone 8 and 8 Plus. The iPhone 8 features a singular 12 megapixel wide camera on the back and a 7 megapixel front camera, but the iPhone 8 Plus features that same 12 megapixel main camera on the rear, along with another 12 megapixel camera, except that one is a telephoto camera, allowing for the iPhone 8 Plus to take portrait photos. Now, for those who don't know, portrait photos are those photos that you can take on your phone with a blurred background outlining the subject better. Now, the iPhone 8 does not support this. The iPhone 8 Plus also has that same 7 megapixel front camera. Now, both the iPhone 8 and 8 Plus can record video in up to 4K at 60 frames per second and has auto HDR for photos. That's just about it for the camera, and the cameras in these phones fit beautifully in with their designs. Speaking of the designs, let's move on to talking about the design of the iPhone 8 and 8 Plus. Both the iPhone 8 and 8 Plus feature an aluminum frame with glass on the front and back. Now, the iPhone 8 Plus comes in 4 gorgeous colors. 1, this space gray. 2, this gold. 3, a silver. And 4, a deep product red. Now, since the iPhone 8 is glass on both sides, is it durable? Well, in 2017, this is when Apple was going back to the glass on the front and back, and compared to newer iPhones, it's not that durable. As you can see, the back of this iPhone 8 has been cracked pretty severely, although this was from multiple drops. So if you want to pick up an iPhone 8 or 8 Plus, I would definitely recommend getting a case and a screen protector like on this iPhone 8 Plus. That's all for the design of the phone. It's honestly a gorgeous phone, and depending on the size of your hands, the 8 or 8 Plus will fit perfectly in your palm, and that's how it is for both of these phones for me. Now let's move on to the speed of this phone. Both the iPhone 8 and 8 Plus feature Apple's A11 Bionic chip with a 6-core GPU, a 3-core CPU, and a 2-core neural engine. Now, compared to the latest A16 Bionic featured in the iPhone 14 Pro that I'm recording on, which has a 6-core CPU, a 5-core GPU, and a 16-core neural engine, the iPhone 8 and 8 Plus's A11 Bionic really doesn't sound like much, but don't let that fool you. The iPhone 8 and 8 Plus's A11 Bionic is a lot more than you'd expect. It'll handle everyday tasks like a champ, supports up to the latest iOS 16, and unfortunately won't support iOS 17, and can still run some pretty considerable mobile games without much of a problem. Since we're talking about speed, let's talk about the cellular connectivity of the iPhone 8 and 8 Plus. The iPhone 8 and 8 Plus have support for advanced LTE connections, and unfortunately no 5G support. But the LTE data that you will receive on the iPhone 8 and 8 Plus is still plenty fast from my experience. The iPhone 8 and 8 Plus both support Bluetooth 5.0 and Wi-Fi 5. Both of these phones also support all carriers worldwide. That is, only if the device is carrier unlocked. And now let's talk about the price. How much would it cost you to pick up a used or refurbished iPhone 8 or 8 Plus in 2023? You can pick up a good condition used iPhone 8 for anywhere between $100 and $150, and a used iPhone 8 Plus for anywhere between $125 and $200. That is for both 64 gigabyte models. Now, what if you want refurbished? For 64 gigabytes, the iPhone 8 is going to run you anywhere between $130 and $180, and the iPhone 8 Plus is going to run you anywhere between $180 and $230, and that's for 64 gigabyte models. Higher storage capacities are going to cost more. So that is just about all I have to say for the iPhone 8 and 8 Plus. In 2023, do I think the iPhone 8 or 8 Plus is worth purchasing? And my answer is yes for both phones, but with some exceptions. I would still consider purchasing the iPhone 8 in 2023 if you need a basic iPhone that's fast, reliable, and for the most part up to date, but don't need any big features and don't mind the size of a small phone. Now, I would definitely still buy the iPhone 8 Plus in 2023, and speaking of that, I just sold this iPhone 8 Plus and I'm going to be shipping it out soon, so this is the last y'all are going to see of it on my channel. But I would definitely still recommend purchasing the iPhone 8 Plus in 2023. It comes in 64 gigabytes, 128 gigabytes, and 256 gigabyte storage capacities. So does the iPhone 8, but the iPhone 8 Plus is bigger, it's got a longer battery life, and it's got that extra camera. It's still capped at iOS 16, but that's for the best. That'll help the iPhone 8 Plus have another couple years of security updates and still remain nice and smooth. So that's my opinion. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below, as I'd love to hear your opinions. So that just about wraps up this video. Now, if you're new here, please consider subscribing, as believe it or not, only 20.7% of my viewers are actually subscribed to my channel. So if that subscribe button hasn't been clicked yet, please consider clicking it. It'll help me out a ton towards reaching my goal of 2,000 subscribers before the end of summer. Thank you guys so much for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe, and as always, peace out, guys.